You can't solve your financial problems with the same kind of thinking that caused them. These words will change your reality because poverty can't survive in a dough chaser's mentality.
The Beat Majors.
So to all my dough chasers, it's time to get this party started now.
I like it.
With your host, Jason White.
Yo, what's up, Dough Chasers? My name is Jason White. I am your host of Dough Chaser TV, also CEO and founder of Witness Riches. We help people improve their finances and massively boost their credit scores. You may be someone who is looking to buy a home, buy a car, refinance bad debt, or just be prepared for whatever life may bring your way, but your credit is blocking your goals. This is what I need you to understand. Bad credit is not permanent, okay? And today we're going to be talking about if I were in your situation, what would I do to fix my credit, okay? So as you come in, let me know who you are and where you're from. I'm very excited to be here with you all. Typically, we have Dough Chaser TV every Tuesday and Thursday. Yesterday, I was planning on going live, but we were reminded that our daughter's open house was yesterday, so we had to change plans. But I'm here today, Friday. Right now, the time is 5:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me know who you are, where you're from. We got Ultra Studio, how you doing? Mona Woods, how you doing? I see we got some people on Facebook. As you come in, let me know who you are and where you're from. So really quick, we are talking about what I would do in your situation to fix my credit, okay? Some of you may have late payments, collections, charge-offs, public records, whatever the situation may be. It's typically the same strategy, okay? And the strategy is to leverage what is called the Fair Credit Reporting Act to your advantage, okay? This is a consumer law that is here to protect your rights when it comes to your credit report. A lot of people have the misunderstanding that credit bureaus, and I'm talking about TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, they have a idea that these are government entities. No, they're not. These are private companies that are sold on Wall Street, and their purpose is to create a profit, okay? And one of the ways they create a profit is through sharing information about your finances and how you manage your debt to companies that take advantage of that opportunity. They get an understanding of, where you are with your finances, okay, how you manage your bills, and then they promote products to you. That's one reason why you get a lot of junk mail. The credit bureaus are selling your information to them, and they're using that information against you. And the whole idea is to begin to use your credit so that you can get the results that you want out of life, okay? And to also do what dough chasers do, live a life of purpose. But in order for you to do that, you have to have your finances in order, and your credit is one of those stepping stones, okay? So as you come in, let me know who you are, where you're from. I see we got Joseph from Kissimmee, Florida. We got my brother from Atlanta. How you doing? Let me know who you are, where you're from. Make sure you share this video, share it with your friends and family. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. If you're on Facebook, like this video, show some love, and share it on your news feed, because I'm going to be sharing some information that's going to help a lot of you, okay? So the first thing that I would do if I had bad credit and I had some derogatories on my credit report, the first thing you want to do is you want to list everything that is considered derogatory on your credit report, okay? These are late payments, okay? You may have an account with Capital One, and Capital One is showing late payments. You want to write the dates for those late payments and the account that they're under, okay? Capital One, late payment 2018 March, late payment 2019 February under Capital One, okay? And along with the Capital One account number, okay? You also want to list out the collection accounts. I got a collection account with ABC Company for an AT&T bill. Let me write that out. this company, account number, and the particular date. List all of that out. You want to write all those negatives on your credit report, all right? And when we have a client sign up for our credit repair program, our biggest focus is on attacking the most recent information aggressively, because this is the information that is actually hurting your credit score, okay? When credit bureaus share information with credit score algorithms like FICO or Vantage, they use that information and they compute a credit score, okay? Now, the thing is, they base that information highly off of recent activity that has occurred in the last, let's say, 36 months, okay? Now, this information is connected to 5 components of your credit, okay? A lot of people don't know this, but I'm going to share it with you. The 5 components of your credit is 1, payment history, 35% of your credit score. 2, credit utilization. This is 30% of your credit score. Length of history, 15%. Credit file mix, basically the different kind of accounts you can have on your credit report. This is 10%, and then we have inquiries, which are the final 10%, okay? The negative information that's on your credit report impacts one of those components, if not many of those components, all right? And the idea that you want is, I need to either repair, meaning that I improve the status of these components, or I need to remove accounts from my credit report that are hurting those components of my credit score. Because if you don't, that's going to hurt your credit score, okay? And the more recent those derogatories are on your credit report, the bigger of an impact it's going to have on your credit score, all right? So you want to list all of those accounts out, all right? And what you want to do next is you want to look over your credit report and you want to figure out if there are some discrepancies in how they are reporting, all right? I'm going to give you a couple areas to look at to give you an idea of where to look that will help you out right away. Now, of course, I'm not going to go too in depth, but I will give you some insight. You want to look at collection accounts, okay? Under these collection accounts, you want to see the date of last activity. The date of last activity should be connected to the original account. So if you have ABC Company and they're collecting an AT&T bill, the original date of last activity should be the last time that you paid that AT&T bill, okay? So if you didn't pay the AT&T bill, let's say January 2017, that's your true date of last activity, all right? That collection company should be reporting that date of last activity on your credit report, okay? Because you don't have an arrangement with the debt collector. They're basically pointing out that they have this account in collection, and it should be connected to what the true accreditor is reporting, okay? So that's what I need you to understand. When you look at the collection account, look at that date of last activity. If the date of last activity under that collection account is the day it reported on your credit report, they're trying to play you, okay? That has, they basically re-aged that account to make it seem like a more recent derogatory account on your credit report. My friend, that is an obvious error, and that is something that you want to dispute on your credit report, okay? So the first thing that you want to do is list all the negatives, and then what we want to do is we want to review the credit reports and pinpoint obvious errors on our credit report. The obvious errors, because they're errors, one, they're hurting your creditworthiness. And if they're hurting your creditworthiness and they're erroneous, they are in violation of what is called the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and they're hurting your ability to gain new lines of credit, and that's against the law. You can leverage that, dispute it with the credit bureaus, and get it deleted from your credit report, okay? So that's one area I want you to look at. I want you to look at date of last activity, okay? When it comes to late payments, I want you to look at the consistency of your payments, okay? On your credit report, it's going to show you 30 days late, 60 days late, 90 days late, 120 days late, 180 days late. Basically, it's going to, guide that way, okay? When you are looking at your late payment history, I want you to look at and see if it's sporadic. Let's say that you have a late payment from January, okay? And let's say that you are 2 months late. It should show 30 days late, 60 days late, okay? And then let's say you caught up the next month. Then it should show an on-time payment. Now, if it goes from 30 days to 90 days in a matter of 2 months, what happened to 60 days? Okay, that is an obvious error. That is something that you can dispute because now it's making your payment history look worse than what it actually is. And that's hurting your credit score. And if it's hurting your credit score, that means it's hurting your ability to get approved for a new line of credit. If you're looking to buy a house, to buy a car, or refinance bad debt, that's hurting your credit score. Your credit score can be higher than what it's actually showing. You want to dispute that with the credit bureaus. We see it all the time. Clients will be a month late and it shows 150 days past due. Okay? Instead of the credit dropping 30 points, it dropped 100 points, for example. Okay? So we want to make sure that the payment history isn't sporadic. However, it is consistent. And if it's not consistent, that's an obvious error. And that is something that you can look at and dispute it from your credit report. Okay? As you come in, let me know who you are, where you're from. Make sure you share this on your timeline so people that you know, like, and love can also get this information. And it also lets me know that I'm doing a good job. So I would really appreciate that. Really quick, let me see who we have in the comment area. Let me know who you are. We got Mona Woods from Arkansas, James Shaw from Atlanta, Alonz B from Toronto. We got Cornelia. How you doing? Let me see here. Michael Stewart said, I knew something was wrong about those dates. You gotta look at that information and you have to point it out because obviously an error is being made. Another thing that you want to do is you want to write a letter, okay? And there's a lot of you who have a misconception when it comes to credit repair. You feel like your letter needs to be perfect, okay? At the end of the day, when you send a dispute to the credit bureaus, it is their job to honor that dispute, regardless of what it says, okay? You can simply write a letter to the credit bureau. All you have to include in that letter is your personal information so they can verify your identity, okay? Your 2 forms of ID. And in that letter, you need to pinpoint the account that you have an issue with, what the issue is, and then what is the result that you desire. That is all. You don't have to write, under Section 609 of, this, under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. You don't have to say any of those legal terms. None of that is required in your dispute letters. And a lot of people feel like that is what is actually helping them improve their credit when that's not the case. Because guess who's looking at your credit report? Computers. They could care less about what you're writing. They just want to make sure that you're actually requesting something, okay? And as long as you're requesting something, they have to go in and investigate that, okay? So write out what account you're disputing, okay? Write out the problem that you have with that a particular account, and then write out the outcome that you want, okay? For example, we see Capital One. We see that it's showing late payments for January and February of 2019. However, it's showing that each month is 60 to 90 days late. What happened to 30 days? So we're going to point out those inaccuracies, and the result that we want is we want them to remove that late payment history from our credit report. That's all. Then we go to the next account, okay? So don't make it deeper than what it is because it's really not that deep. However, it is critical that you include the desired result, okay? Because they can investigate it, but if you don't have a result for them to repair, then nothing's going to happen except they're going to send you an updated credit report, and that's a waste of time, okay? So the 3 biggest things that I recommend: you list out the negatives, you list out the inaccuracies associated to those negatives, if there are any, and then when you dispute it, you want to place a desired outcome on your dispute letters, okay? That would be the first thing that I would recommend. If you're someone who's been doing that, Jason, I've been working on my credit for the last 6 months and I'm not getting any results, then what you want to do is you want to look at the information that they're sending you back. If they're sending you back credit reports, and on those credit reports, the disputes are coming back verified. However, you know that the company that they're supposed to be verifying the information with has been closed for the last 2 years. You want to challenge that verification method, okay? That's a particular strategy that you can embark, because that's a requirement for them to do, is to verify how they are getting information to prove the validity of that information that's on your credit report. Okay. So one strategy that I always share with people is if they are proving that an account is verified, what you should do is you should send a dispute directly to the furnisher being either a debt collector or the original creditor, and you should request the information that they should have been provided by them, okay? For example, if you are disputing late payments, okay, and they're basically coming back with a result of this has been verified, this creditor has basically proved that the late payments are valid, you should dispute directly with the creditor and ask that they provide you with not late payments, but with payment history over the last 24 months, okay? And if they reply back saying that we cannot provide that information because we don't have it, or they provide you with information that says otherwise than that's reported on your credit report, you can use that against the credit bureau and basically state, hey, you're saying that this account has been verified. However, the original creditor is saying that they don't have this information. So how are you truly verifying this account? I demand that you delete this from my credit report or I'll have to seek legal counsel, okay? They don't want to get sued. They get sued all the time, all right? They pay millions of dollars in legal fees because of their ignorance to actually fixing the problem on your credit report, okay? And then, one thing you got to understand is that computers are spitting back the information based off your disputes, not human beings. So computers, are they truly investigating? No. They send a notification to the creditor. They have a software and they basically click verify, 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 verify. That's how they're verifying your accounts. They're not doing a true investigation, okay? And it's up to you to demand that they give you their verification methods and then use that information against them, all right? Now, I know that I'm probably speaking over some of your heads, and I apologize, but, I don't have too much time to get real deep in this. I just want to give you information, and then it's up to you to investigate it even further, okay? So as you come in, let me know who you are, where you're from, who do we have in the building right now, okay? Hopefully the information is helpful for any of you who are working on your credit yourself and you're struggling with getting results. Just wanted to go live really quick and share a brief strategy with you. Let me see here. We got Gene Alcantara. Okay, I can't say your last name, but we got Gene. How you doing? Chris Mims from Dallas, Texas. Bevy says, I have a medical debt from 4+ years ago. Would this method for disputing credit card debt work for medical debt? Medical debt, if it's reporting as a collection account, what you want to do is, of course, dispute it with the credit bureaus so that you can begin to get the law to work for you. But you also want to request debt validation with the debt collector as well. Okay. Can the method work? Yes, the method can work, but sometimes you may not have to get that deep if you request debt validation first. Okay. Which is pretty much the same thing. However, under the Debt Collection Practices Act, they are required to provide you with that information. And if they can't prove it, they must remove it. We got Chrissy from Washington State. How you doing? Thank you for being here with me. It's kind of early to get a dislike. Which one of y'all disliked my video? We got a problem. All right, so really quick, let's open up the floor for Q&A. Who has questions, concerns, and would like more information, okay? So I want you all to know that I do own a financial improvement company, and one of our services that we have is called the 700 Club Credit Repair. Any of you who are struggling with your with fixing your credit, and you would like to get some guidance, or you would like to have us work on your behalf, we would love to serve you as a client. What I'm going to do is I'm going to provide information on how you can learn more about our credit repair service in the comment area of this video. So make sure you check that out. But while I have your attention, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, I want you all to enjoy your weekend. Let me see here. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, share this with your friends and family. Tiffany Wilson asks, what if the only thing on your report is student loans 60 days past due? You still want to dispute that the same way, okay? First and foremost, if you have student loans and they're behind, I recommend that you get on some kind of payment arrangement to prevent them from continuing to report late payments on your credit report, okay? However, understand that just because they're a government entity doesn't mean that they don't make mistakes. They have to follow the same rules as everybody else because it's your credit report and it deserves to have accuracy. So if they're reporting student loans that are 60 days past due, prior to that, they should also report 30 days past due. All right. So that'll be something that I would challenge to basically either force them to provide information on how they came up with that payment history or request that they remove it from your credit report. Okay. Student loans can get deleted. They make mistakes too. Now, it's not a guarantee that they can get deleted. However, if they're inaccurate and they're hurting your credit worthiness, they can get deleted. Okay. And depending on how old the student loan is, I don't necessarily recommend that all of our clients get them fully deleted. Instead, look to remove the payment history. Okay. Because if they're an old account, they're actually helping your length of history. So be strategic with your approach. Make sure whatever you do is going to help you in the long run, okay? Let me see. Michael Stewart, is a 604 letter the best option to remove hard inquiries? Bro, it doesn't matter what kind of letter that you have as long as you have a case, okay? Again, when you are disputing, they have to follow the law. And that doesn't mean that you have to know it. Them as the creditor, they have to know it, okay? And if you dispute an inquiry on your credit report, regardless of what kind of law you're disputing, they still have to go in and process that dispute. So it doesn't matter what kind of letter you have. It's a matter of fact if you have a case or not, okay? See people all the time try these special letters and they don't work, and then they get upset or discouraged about it and feel like credit repair doesn't work. But it's not necessarily the credit repair doesn't work. It's that the approach that you're taking isn't going to work, okay? Because you don't have a true strategy, okay? So cookie cutter letters, do I recommend them? No. I recommend that you base your disputes off of factual information, okay? If it is an unauthorized inquiry, you have a case because you didn't authorize it. However, if it's an inquiry that you have an open account attached to, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Don't play yourself, okay? Be careful. Tiffany, how you doing? Thank you for being with us. We also got, I think that was Chrissy Wilson. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this information in the comment area so that you all can have information about our credit repair service. And if you are someone who is looking for help, feel free to learn more about our service online so that you can get that information. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I would definitely appreciate that. Guess what, y'all? Spicy chicken nuggets are back. I don't know about you, but I'm excited for it. On my way home, I'm about to pick up some food for my family and I. And guess what's on the menu tonight? Spicy chicken nuggets. Let me know what you're eating this evening. Let me know. I just got some love for spicy chicken nuggets. All right, y'all. I want to thank you for joining me this evening. Again, my name is Jason White, CEO and founder of Witness Riches. And Dough Chaser TV is all about helping you obtain the Dough Chaser mentality. And a Dough Chaser is someone who is looking to improve their finances and gain a financial advantage. And one financial advantage is to have your credit in shape, okay? And what I need you to understand is that bad credit isn't permanent. It can always be improved as long as you are positively impacting the 5 components of your credit score and strategically repairing your credit by having a good dispute strategy, okay? So if you are my man said spicy nuggets are whack, go to Chick-fil-A and get the spicy tenders. Man, okay, the spicy tenders are good, but they're not better than spicy chicken nuggets, bro. Like, chill out. Please, chill out. Anyway, I want to thank you all for your time. Make sure you learn more about our credit repair service, the 700 Club, creditrepair.com. And I will see you live again next Tuesday, next week. I'm going to share with you some more strategies. We're going to talk about finances upcoming this week. So be prepared to take notes, and you all have a wonderful week. Just to let you know, P.S., if you are someone looking to start a service, we're giving all of our new clients the ability to test drive our credit repair service. The first 30 days, you can start for just $19.99. If you're interested, intrigued by that, click the link in the comment area, learn more about our program, and take advantage of that offer. Again, my name is Jason White. I'm out.